Hi, welcome to Chris Ryan Golf. We are here at the Belfry. We're in the TaylorMade Performance Centre, and I've got a very, very simple exercise that you can do in practice, which is going to help you perform better when you get out on the golf course. Just before we do that, make sure you go ahead and follow me on my social media platforms. You've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, and your Instagram. If you've got any videos that you would like me to film or anything you would like me to explain, then you can let me know via any of those, and hopefully you'll see your video on YouTube. Right, so this is a little exercise I want you to do during practice initially, because it's going to help you then take your golf swing to the golf course. So this is very, very good for those golfers who have maybe made a few swing changes, who've maybe done a little bit of technical work on their motion. They feel like their technical changes have been made, and they're now looking to just transfer that to the golf course and just play some better golf and thinking more about the target. So what we often see is that golfers can make a few changes in their technique, as I said, and then on the golf course they get caught in this sort of no man's land of thinking a little bit about their technique, not really sort of focusing in on the target, and really getting caught between the two, so they can't take what they do on the range to the golf course. So this is a really simple exercise that we're going to get you to do, and it's hopefully going to help you just make freer golf swings with less technical thoughts, and that's really what we're trying to do. We are probably going to play our best golf when we are just over the ball thinking about ball, target, and we're really focusing in on what we're trying to do. So I'm just going to give you an example of what we're going to do, and then explain how it's going to work. So I've got my golf ball. First thing I need to do is pick a target. So I've got a yardage board out there. It's the 200 marker. I'm not going to reach it because I've only got a 7-iron, but I'm just using it for my target. What I then want to do is start my pre-shot routine. So for me, that would be starting sort of back here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my ball, I'm going to pick my target, and I'm going to pick my intermediate target. I'm going to try and get my sort of routine going. Now, as I start to walk into the ball, I want to start counting. Okay, so I'm going to start counting from 1, and I'm just going to continue counting right up until I've made contact with the golf ball. Okay, so let me just go ahead and show you what that looks like. Now I'm going to count out loud so you can hear. If you are doing this, I maybe wouldn't suggest you do that. You might get a few funny looks from your playing partners. You can do it in your head, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to start counting a little bit out loud. So let me just go ahead and do that for you, and you can see what it kind of looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, and that was a pretty good shot. So, pretty self-explanatory. You start off at 1, you keep counting until you make contact with the golf ball. Why is this going to help you, and what's it going to do for you? Well, what it does is it engages the right part of your brain. Okay, it engages the one side that we want to use when we're hitting a golf ball. Okay, we don't want to use the other side of the brain, which is going to be your more analytical side, your more sort of conscious side, your more kind of, you know, thinking about positions, that kind of thing. So if we can keep yourself occupied with a task, counting, then it doesn't allow any negative thoughts, any technical thoughts to sort of work in there, if that makes sense. So the first stage to this exercise would be that. You start off, you pick your target, as you're about to walk in, you start counting, and then you make contact with the ball. You are going to be quite surprised at how different your golf swing feels. It should feel a bit freer, a little bit less tension, less technical thoughts, and you can think a little bit more about your target, and you'll be surprised at how good those shots are. Now, the second part to this exercise is a little bit working on the routine itself, and a little bit in terms of what you do over the golf ball. So what do I mean by that? Well, on that particular shot there, I managed to get to 14 before I hit the golf ball. So if I was to do another one, okay, this is something we wouldn't really want to see. Okay, so I'm going to try and do the same thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on that particular occasion, I only got to 6. So that tells me that from the start point to the contact was a much shorter space of time. We really want to try and get the time it takes us to walk in and hit the shot to be about the same. Now, it's not going to be within, you know, half a second, but we just want to try and get in this nice rhythm of walking in, looking at your target, addressing yourself, maybe taking another look, whatever it may be. So you're trying to get roughly to the same number. So this time, same exercise, but I'm going to try and get to about 14 by the time I hit the golf ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So not perfect, but a little bit closer than the other demonstration I gave you. Now, I just hit 3 shots there, 3 not bad shots. What I can tell you is there was no technical thoughts in my golf swing, yet over the past couple of months, I have certainly been doing some practice on improving some certain areas of my golf swing, maybe working on a little bit at the top, and I've been changing a few things. When I look at my swing on camera at the moment, it looks better, and the shots I'm hitting would agree with that. They would sort of reflect the fact that I'm swinging it better. So I certainly have made some technical changes. Without this exercise, there's a chance that I'll be still thinking about those. Now, during practice, it's fine if you want to think about some of the things that you're working on, some of the things that you're changing, maybe look at some camera footage, wherever it may be. On the golf course, we really want to play the game of golf, and that is really what this exercise is trying to do. Try it on the range. You can even take it to the course during practice rounds. It's not a bad way of starting to free yourself up. It's going to help you hit some better golf shots, and you'll be surprised at how different your golf swing feels by doing this exercise. Okay, so nothing technical in this video, just something you can do. And I say it's more a case of just trying to get as much performance as we can from our current golf swing. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Post your comments down below, subscribe if you haven't done already, and there's a like button down there as well. So if you did like the video, please click that because it really does help me. And hopefully we will see you again soon.